Okay, now let's look at a quick example of how to use linearization. So this question just says use linearization to approximate the square root of 4.1. So first we are going to just define the function and the point of approximation. So our function is just the square root function, right, or square root of x. And then we just want to kind of note that we're looking for f of 4.1, right, or the square root of 4.1. So first things first, we are going to take our f of x function here and we are going to differentiate it. So f prime of x equals 1 over 2 root x. Next, we are going to evaluate the derivative at the point of approximation. So again, since we are looking for the value at 4, we're going to use that to plug in here. So basically, another way of saying that is really just that a equals 4. I used x here. I really feel like I should have used a. So now f prime of 4 is equal to 1 over 2 times root 4, which is just the same as 2. So that is all equal to 1 over 4. So that basically gives us the slope at a equals 4. Then we're going to go ahead and plug that back into our formula, which you can see is my work here. So f of x is approximately equal to f of 4 plus f prime of 4 times x minus 4. We're going to go ahead and plug in the values that we have from above. We had f of 4 is square root of 4 is equal to 2. I don't think I wrote that out, so there we go. So we're going to go ahead and plug in 2 here. We just did the work here for f prime of 4, which is this. So that's where we got that 1/4. And then we're going to do x minus 4. Now we're going to go ahead and use that to actually approximate the value of 4.1. So let me do it like this so you can see everything. So we know that f of x, or f of 4.1, is approximately equal to 2 plus 1 over 4 times, plugging in for x here, right? This 4.1 minus 4. So again, we're just simplifying in these steps, and then we get 2.025. So we conclude that the linear approximation of the square root of 4.1 is approximately equal to 2.025. So let me go ahead and just draw you a quick picture of that to kind of zoom out and just make sure all of this made sense. So basically, if we are looking for the square root of 4.1, we know that, right, this was our a value, our a equals 4, right? What we did is basically we really just used point slope form to get a line that looks like this, right? And then what we did, of course, this isn't drawn very well and it's too far zoomed out, but 4.1 is maybe like here, right? I can't even really draw how close it would be, but let's just imagine that. So what we did is we said, hey, well, let's just use the equation of this line, right, and get this value. And let's say that that value is close enough to the actual value, right? It's a good enough approximation or estimation, so let's go ahead and use that. So anyways, zoomed out, that's what's going on. We're taking a more complicated function and we're basically using really just like the line, again, just like point slope form to estimate the actual value. All right, let's go ahead and move on.